All right, so in this video, I want to explain something to you about writer's block. And I'm going to posit this idea or this thought into your head, and I want to see what you do with it. I want you to think about this. I believe there is no reason to ever have writer's block when you're starting a song. Now, we can make the argument for other parts of the songwriting process as you continue through the steps and continue to make a song to the end. But I'm talking right now in this video about when you're actually starting your song. If you got the feeling of, I don't really know where to start, or I'm having trouble getting my ideas off the ground, can I give you something that just literally will work 100%? Okay, maybe not 100%. Maybe let's go 99.9% of the time, because you always got to give, the 0.001% possibility for something not to work out. And I'm calling this the instant inspiration method. What is the instant inspiration method? It's very, very simple. First, let me set the stage with this. You are sitting on a gold mine of incredible song ideas. And do you know what that gold mine is? It's an app on your phone. And you probably know where I'm going with this. It's either Spotify or Apple Music, whatever your music app is. It is your music player on your phone. You have an incredible repository of incredible ideas right there in your phone. There is no excuse for writer's block ever when you're trying to get your song off the ground. So let's unpack this a bit further. Why do I say this, and why do I believe this? Well, I say this and I believe this because if you just think logically, if you just take a step back and think about, okay, mathematically, who has the best ideas? If I'm not really feeling that inspired at the moment, but I know I want to create a song, but I'm just not really sensing any particular type of direction. It's so clear, right? The best ideas are in songs that already exist on your phone. Think about a chef for a second. What advice would you give a young chef, an up-and-coming chef? The best advice would probably be, learn from those who've gone before you. Right? It's the classic saying, stand on the shoulders of giants who've gone before you. It's the same thing with music. And again, specifically talking about when you're starting your song and you're coming up with an idea to really, get the boulder, to start pushing it up the hill, to build that momentum. Be like a chef who, builds off of, who starts to get in the game and starts getting the blood flowing by leaning on the recipes that already have been proven, that already exist. Now, I'm going to give you a few examples of what this looks like in the real world when it comes to your music and when it comes to implementing this instant inspiration method. So here's what you do. You grab your Spotify or Apple Music app, whatever it is. You hit shuffle play on any playlist. This could be anything at all. And what you do is simply listen. You listen and wait. What do you wait for? You wait for your ears to perk. It's very simple. You just listen until until you feel a spike of positive energy. That's like, yeah, that's so good. Like, I love that. There it is. There it is. So literally the other day, as I was preparing to record this video, I went for a walk. I opened up Spotify and I just shuffle played a random playlist, and I was like, okay, I'm going to write down some ideas and some examples of what this could look like. One of the songs that played was the song Ultraviolence by Lana Del Rey. And what I loved about that song is the ambient vocal, but not just that. It's an ambient vocal with that dark Lana Del Rey reverb on it, but also those beautiful, lush harmony tracks that were there as well. And I'm just like, that's perfect. If I wanted to create a song in this moment, I could 100% use that as a starting point, as an inspiration point to go, I'm going to try like a really lush, dark reverb on my vocal, and then I'm going to put harmonies over it. And boom, you've got the start of your song. It doesn't even have to sound anything like the Lana Del Rey song. It's not even the point. The point is to give yourself somewhat of a template to start from so that you can get away from that scatterbrain tendency of like looking everywhere. Instead, it focuses you. It puts you into focus. And that is why this exercise is so powerful. So a couple more examples. There's a classic song, Take On Me, right? Take on me, and it has that super fast 80s synth lead sound. And you could run with that as an idea to be like, okay, I'm going to open up my synth software, and that's how I'm going to start the song. I'm just going to go in and record it at a super fast tempo, a nice synth melody. Another one you could do, and another song that came up as I was doing this exercise, was the song Let Her Go by Passenger. Just a very nice, folk, sad pop type of vibe. That's a great place to start your song, especially if you like that style of music, if that's close to what you like to make, and you're a singer-songwriter on your acoustic guitar, then go start there. Maybe even steal the tempo from that song, and steal the vibe and steal the energy and the sadness to go along with an acoustic guitar performance. Now, one final point before I wrap this video up is be careful though, because as with anything, you can push it too far. My point in this is not to give you any type of advice that is approximating you listening to a song, and then let's say it's that Lana Del Rey song, right? Where it's that ambient, dark reverb vocal with some harmonies. So then you go and you try to recreate that, and then you start. And then what I don't recommend you do, what I'm not recommending here at all, is to then every 30 minutes revert back and listen to the Lana Del Rey song again, and then come back to the studio and then try to mesh the two into one. I have found, hey, if that works for you, it works. If you end up with a great song, that's fine. I just know from my own personal experience, it is incredibly distracting to your internal creativity. That type of workflow, it's like you can get away with it for a while in a sense, because what you end up creating is probably going to sound pretty good. But what you then neglect and what you don't end up tapping into is that internal creativity, that intuition. And then you end up not building that intuitive muscle for all your future songs. If you treat it as a completely this servile attitude towards this, say, reference track, this like Lana Del Rey song, my song has to sound exactly like it, so I'm going to keep going back to it and keep listening to it. It's like, no. That's not what I'm advising you to do. Listen to it at first, get the inspiration, and then don't even feel the need to ever come back to it. Because you have the idea in your head. Ambient vocal melody with that dark reverb and some harmonies. So start there, and there's no need to come back to the Lana Del Rey song ever again in the process. Or if you do, just make sure that it's on a very, very infrequent basis. Got it? All right, thank you so much for watching this bonus video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one.